Today we are going to work on writing a 6-word memoir. You know about memoirs now, but today we're going to start small and condense a memoir into 6 words. In order to narrow down a life event into 6 words, you need to start with many words. So follow along so you can create your own 6-word memoir. Start with a list. List as many words as you can. Nouns, adjectives, adverbs, anything that comes to your mind. The object is to list as many words as you can about yourself. Things you do, things you like, feelings you have. Don't edit, don't cross out, rewrite or change anything, and don't worry about spelling or grammar. Just write. You are going for quantity, so write as much as you can in about 3-minute time period. If you run out of things to write, just look around you and list the things you see. The object is that you keep writing without stopping for at least 3 minutes. Here is my list. You can see that there's a variety of words. There are nouns, adjectives, verbs, things that describe me, things that I've done, things that I like, and things that I don't like. Sometimes the most powerful stories can come from things that we don't like. The object is just to get a lot of words down that are associated with you. And as you can see, I've got quite a few of those words down here. Now, from your list, you need to circle 2 or 3 words that stand out for you. The ones you could say more about, the ones that make a story from your life pop into your head or remind you of something that is important to you. Let's go back to my list. I circled Kurt because he is such a big part of my life. He's my husband. I also circled first date, engagement, and wedding because it's amazing that we even got that far. And I can say a lot about all of those events in my life. Now that you have your words, pick one of them and free write about it. Free writing means that you just start writing about the idea, object, role, or event. There is only one rule. Don't stop writing. You need to write for at least 2 minutes. Whatever comes to your mind goes down on that paper, and everything is fair game. Remember, grammar, spelling, doesn't matter. We're going for quantity here. Okay, so here's what my free write looks like. I screwed up my first date. I screwed up my engagement, and even my wedding day had its complications. As I look back, I remember feeling helpless and hopeless, and now I realize I was so naive. My husband started out as a great friend that always seemed to be so nice and just happened to be single. I had no clue he was even interested. I remember going on an outing that I soon realized was our first date that turned out not to be a date at all, then turned back into a date. We went to see a comedian, and our friends were supposed to come, but no one did. Some of the people who met up with us said, "I can't believe Tyson didn't come just because he didn't find a date." I then thought, holy crap, am I on a date? It was normal for Kurt to offer to drive me since I was single, and so was he. I quickly began to panic on the inside. Then things got worse. Kurt asked me what the date was to see what comedians were coming, and I heard the word date and said, I didn't know it was a date. He looked at me and said, "Neither did I, but maybe we could do that sometime." My heart plummeted, and I was mortified. How could I now know? How could I not know what was going on? I was terrible at relationships. I made it through the evening and the awkward ride home. The most embarrassing moment of my life happened. I guess he decided we were on a date after all, unbeknownst to me. And when he walked me to my door, yes, I know, I should have seen it coming when he walked me to my door. He leaned in for a kiss, and I was not prepared. I thought it was just going to be a hug, so I leaned a little too much and I knocked him over. I then abruptly went inside and closed the door. I didn't even say anything. What is wrong with me? I felt like I just ruined not only a friendship, but also a chance at something more. Thank goodness he knew me so well, because he called the next day, and we had our first official date that we both knew about from beginning the next week. Notice how my grammar wasn't perfect, my spelling wasn't perfect, and I made a couple of mistakes here and there. What you need to realize is it doesn't matter. I wrote for the time limit I got my ideas down, and I have something to work with. And that's what matters. That there is an idea around the word that you chose. So I chose the word first date, and that's what happened. I wrote down all the thoughts that came to my mind in my free write. Now that you have a sense of your topic, you need to synthesize it into a phrase that captures the essence of what the topic means to you. So my topic was first date. So as I go back and I think about my free write and what I wrote, the idea that I came up with was that I was naive and helpless or hopeless in the start of that relationship with my husband. So that's my idea around that topic. Now that I have my topic and an idea that captures the essence, I am ready to create my 6-word memoir. Okay? So, when you're at this point, you need to look at your idea, look at your topic, look at your free write, and the goal is to condense it down into 6 words. My 6-word memoir is hopelessly helpless and naive in relationships. I think it describes the start of the most important relationship in my life, the relationship with my husband. Now it's your turn. So, let's review the steps before you get started. Step number 1, create a you list and fill that page. Step 2, circle 2 to 3 items that inspire you to say more. Step 3, select one from your list of the items that you circled. Step 4, free write about that item that you circled for at least 2 minutes. Step 5, develop your 6-word memoir that captures a sense of your writing. All right, good luck. I'm excited to see your final 6-word memoirs.
Created using Powtoon.